You are an authority. How do I know this? Well, it says so on the worksheet. And I also know this because everyone is an authority in their own right. Everyone is an authority in something. Hopefully you're an authority in your business and your topic and your industry. We've already spoken about that. This worksheet is a place for you to figure out what it is that you have to say that will convince people that you are an authority. I know you are one. Hopefully you know, or soon will know, that you are one. What we really need is for your market to understand that you're an authority. Otherwise, we don't get the job done. So being an authority starts with understanding that context. What is the one word or the two words, just one or two words, that describe your expertise? Oh, sirens are coming after me. This is what's exciting about being an authority, is people will pay attention. Okay, one or two words, one or two words, okay? Hopefully you can get your expertise down to one or two words. So I use thought leadership, books, publishing. Just pick the area. What is your area of expertise? All right? If you can't do this, you need a different kind of consultancy before you come and work with us. You really should know what you're about and what your work is about. But, maybe you don't. Maybe you're just getting started, or you're at a crossroads. So there's some exploration to be done. Anyway, once you've got your one or two words, you're then allowed to add a few more. How many? It doesn't matter. 2, 3, 5 more at the most, to explain a little bit more, to go into a little bit more depth. I'll give you an example. If I use the word books for what I know about, it's not all books, every kind of book. It's books, and it's helping people who want to write books. And in particular, it's helping entrepreneurs and business leaders to plan and write their books. So that would be my more descriptive statement. That's very different from just books. I'm not a librarian. I'm not a novelist. Well, I have written one novel, but that's not how I define myself. I have nothing to do with poetry, cookbooks. You get the idea. So define, the more narrowly segmented area where you play. I hope you can do this as well, because if you are an expert in your area, or if you know something, you should be able to give this a bit of definition and a bit more meat, shall we say. Sorry to any vegetarians. Okay, so let's get a bit more meat on the bones and let's figure out your opinions about this area. Remember how important opinions are? And it's also important how you phrase them, respectfully, etc. But let's figure out what it is you think about this, believe. What are your opinions? So just write down, I believe. And I really don't want to hear you saying this in the market and starting every video with I believe, because it sounds, preachy. But it's just to get you started. So you can do it on this sheet. You can do it on a blank piece of paper. You can do it on the back of the sheet. This is how you start assessing your thoughts and start sifting through your ideas and your opinions. So what is it you think about this area of helping people write books in my case? So I'll run this through all the way through for you, just so that you get the idea. And hopefully you're doing your own at the same time. So what is it I think and believe? Well, I've already said I believe every book deserves to be written. I believe, I'll give you a bunch of belief statements, and then, you can write 10 for yourself. I believe that most aspiring authors know more than they think. I believe that people are better writers than they realize. I believe that an authentic book written by a real person trumps a polished, professional, outsourced, ghostwritten book any day. I believe that it's inspirational and motivational and extremely fulfilling to write your best book and get that into print and leave it as a legacy. I could go on. I have many, many, many beliefs about this area, because this is where I'm playing every day. This is where I work every day. What about you? What is it you think and believe strongly? What are your strong opinions? please pause the video because I'm not stopping with this topic. And you can certainly write as many things as you want. I had a client the other day who wrote about 75 belief statements. I'm not joking. She was on a roll. And it was very exciting because then it was captured. How often do you get to capture your best thinking? Probably not very often. So, finally, your beliefs and opinions are just beliefs and opinions until you back it up with evidence. Proof. Do you remember before I cited a study? So that was something that I didn't even do. Someone else paid for the study and the research and found out that people have more trust in those brands where there's a face behind the brand. So that was, I was very pleased to see that. But I also have evidence for my stuff. I've touched 1,000 manuscripts. I've launched 350 books. I've had 30 or 40 bestsellers with my clients. On and on and on. I have proof. I have our clients, we did a survey, they get on average £60,000 or $100,000 of extra revenue once they've done their book. This is based on real research, real studies, real information. What do you have that proves what you're talking about? It's not just an opinion. You have that opinion for a reason. And you have proof and you have evidence and people want to hear that. In fact, the detail people, the cautious, risk-averse people really want to hear that or they won't listen to you. You get what I'm saying? So go for this. Be thorough and do the job for them so that they don't have to think for themselves. This sounds a bit rude, but it's not. It's actually providing a service. You are doing all the thinking and you're putting all the arguments together and you're making it very, very easy for them to choose you. And that's what real thought leaders do. And if you're going to be an authority, then prove it, because that's what your clients and the market want you to do.